Afternoon from Coors Field up this four-game weekend series between and the Colorado Rockies. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Eddie Butler, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he gave his ball club 6 complete innings, but didn't stay around for a decision. He'll look to get a W here in this one.
Ben Revere heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Philadelphia, center fielder Ben Revere.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
2-10.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A ball and a strike to our leadoff man here this afternoon. These Rockies, Eric Karros, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
And with the loss yesterday, that means they've dropped 2 of the first 3 in this series. So if form holds, they're due to come back and win this one, and they'll end up splitting the series.
But there to take it in is Tulowitzki, and that's the first out of the inning. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Michael Franco. He drove in over 25 runs last month. Sure, some of that credit belongs to his teammates getting on base ahead of him, but he's been stepping up big in clutch situations.
Up and in for ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, we might see a couple of double takes from hitters on pitches down at the knees, maybe even below the zone. Sometimes he tends to reward guys that work down.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Maikel Franco will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Boy, just an amazing season he's had so far, and he's in the top 5 in average. Maybe he can get enough hits to push himself into that #1 spot.
Line toward the gap in left center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Brandon Jordan will stand in here with a chance to pad his RBI total, and as you can see, he currently sits 3rd in the National League in that category.
Yeah, and here we are right in the middle of the summer, and he just continues to have a great year driving in runs.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Adrian Beltre will dig in now, and he's come through in many a situation like this, currently 4th in the National League RBI race.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are surprised by that, but it's still early. I'm not saying he won't keep this up, but things tend to even out as the season goes along.
He's set. Here it comes. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Bloomquist going back. Gone! It's a grand slam! So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Number 18 for him on the campaign, as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
Boy, how about this for a first-inning outburst? They've come right out and really handed this guy his lunch on the mound. And that's going to wind up being a first-inning grand slam. Wow. You know what? They may not be done.
Darren Ruff will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
And things have not come as easily for him as they did the last time he took the mound. He's already given up more runs in this first inning than he did in his entire last start.
Salvador Perez will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
And you know what, guys? He's got the third best batting average on the club.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. Gotta wonder if the natives will start to get restless here.
Well, it's definitely not the start to this game this crowd was hoping for. Far from it.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. He just doesn't seem to have as good command out there in the first inning.
You're right about that. He has not looked comfortable at all so far, and sometimes you see that when you're pitching on the road, but rarely when you're in your own home ballpark.
The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Oh, that one deflects off him. I think it got his arm. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound.
Boy, this one might be a case of adding injuries to insult. It hasn't been his finest performance so far, and now this one shot right back at him at the mound. No time to get out of the way, and that's going to sting for quite a while.
Here's Brock Holt now. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Smoke toward the hole. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
Standing in now, Chris Acho. And this one is off the catcher's glove, and that might be a run. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second.
And this will go down as a wild pitch, but the silver lining is at least they did prevent the runner at third from scoring. The upshot, though, is that the runner on first was able to move into scoring position now with 2 outs.
And, oh, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, he just hasn't been able to find any kind of groove out there. Hasn't been able to hit his spots. And now at 3-1, he's put him in yet another great hitting count.
3-2.
And that's a pitch he needs to get working here in this first inning. You can solve a few problems here if that pitch comes around.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be troubled. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. The run scores from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
And this latest double right here should be the one that finally chases this guy. I mean, he's pretty clearly not right out there. And I would be absolutely shocked if they don't come out and hook him right now.
Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Here's Ben Revere as he'll take a look at ball one.
I'm pretty sure this is not what that man right there had in mind. He's watched this guy really struggle here in the first inning.
2 out here and a runner at second. That's inside. 2-0.
Boy, it's just not very often that you can put it to a guy like this early on. I mean, they've got him on the ropes here in the very first inning.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 7-0. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. The final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Phillies 7, the Rockies coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Chris Acho gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, you can see right there, he's getting close to that 200 strikeout number. Throwing the ball extremely well, missing a lot of bats this season.
Charlie Blackmon will stride forward to lead it off. And I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or two on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. Eric, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And they're already well on their way to another win, and we've only played half an inning. I tell you, this team can score runs in bunches, and they're off to a fantastic start here.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I've got an eye on Troy Tulowitzki. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
Willie Bloomquist will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Into the windup and the pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. And with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, their starter has a ton of strikeouts, among the league leaders. That sometimes leads to some complacency out in the field. They're going to have to stay on their toes, be ready, because they will be involved.
Troy Tulowitzki will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one.
Well, if these guys indeed want to get themselves a win here on the road, they're going to need a big pitching performance. And this has been a very strong first inning to this point.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Ben Zobrist will stand in to lead off the second. And what will they do for an encore after the first inning they put together?
Well, you know, Matt, they might not have to do anything at all. That's how good the first inning was.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
They already walked one guy in the first inning. Now he's in danger of losing the leadoff guy here in the second.
That's in there. 3-1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. And I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Drilled to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second. With a moment now, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Maikel Franco strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Rocket to third. And he goes to a knee to try to knock it down, but it's by him down the line.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Jorge De La Rosa is going to come on now here in just the second inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here. Brandon Jordan will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. De La Rosa comes set. First pitch on the way. And they start him out away with a called strike. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Runner at first here, one man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a ground ball to Tulowitzki. This might be 2. Utley for 1. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Adrian Beltre strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And he'll get back in safely. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, plenty of mistakes to go around here on this play. First off, the runner breaks much too early over there at first, so he should be dead to rights out there. But then the defense lets him off the hook, and he winds up taking second anyway.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. A pause and the 0-2. And Beltre wisely lays off that one. 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Full count now. 3-2.
Now, he does have first base open, so he doesn't have to come in right here. He can try to make that perfect pitch, and you know what? If he misses, who cares?
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Blackmon on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they're still in control, 7-0. Nolan Arenado will lead things off here with his guys down 7 in the early going. Steve Lyons, how do you come back from a deficit like that?
Well, I think slowly. I mean, yeah, ideally a 10-run inning would be great, but you've got time on your side. You don't need to try to get it all back at once. Just pack away. A couple runs here, a couple runs there. Get yourself into slam range. That's 4 runs down.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Number 20 will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
First delivery to him on the way. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And it's quickly 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
The 1-2 pitch. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And as a baseball fan, it's fun to watch this guy pitch. As a hitter, when he's bringing it at 102, that part's not so fun.
In is the second baseman, Chase Utley, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Line toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Well, this guy's been in desperate need of anything, something. Give him something positive. So this is just what the doctor ordered. It's a mistaken location, no doubt about that. And when a guy's scuffling, this is like a gift from heaven, as he jumps all over it and drives it for 2 bases.
Into the box, Nick Hundley, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 5 homers and a dozen RBIs. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit sharply toward the right side. Jordan is there. Let's see if they test it. And both runners have to hold where they are, so call it a missed opportunity with 2 gone now.
Here's another instance of a ball actually hit too hard to try to score on. He doesn't have to go all that far to make the play here, so it's probably a wise decision not to test his arm.
Into the box now, number 12. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no, actually. This will glance off the screen on its way down, and by a matter of a foot or two, it's merely a foul ball. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And he doesn't want to give in here, even on a 1-2 count now. Not with the base open and the pitcher on deck.
Yeah, if you can get him to chase here, great. But I agree, Steve. I don't think you come after him and risk a 2-run single.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. 2 left for Colorado. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Welcome back to beautiful Colorado as we're set for the top of the 3rd in this one from Coors Field in Denver. Darren Ruff is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
De La Rosa gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Full count, 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. You just can't seem to finish him off.
Good battle. Count remains full. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And this is where, as a pitcher, you've got to approach each inning like it's an entirely new ball game. If you start dwelling on the deficit you're in right now, the hole that you've already dug yourself into, you're bound to make some more mistakes and just compound the problems. So that was a good start to a new inning right here.
Salvador Perez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here comes the first pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the 3rd.
The left fielder, number 30, Brock Holt.
In now, Brock Holt. He singled his last time up. in tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
And the pitch on 2-1. 2-2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Jorge De La Rosa digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Skied into straightaway right. Jordan has it in his tracks. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Charlie Blackmon will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first.
Yeah, and he went down on 3 straight pitches, so he didn't put up much of a fight in that at-bat. Looking for a better one right here.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch, a curveball that's right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, he's not letting them get a gauge on anything here on those first 3 pitches. He saw a slider, a fastball, then a big curveball. Now he's set up for almost anything on a 1-2 pitch.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Let's take you through that at-bat right here on Show Track. Now you're going to see he'll start things off with a nice slider. But he's not going to double that pitch up. He's going to keep that one in his back pocket for a little while until he needs it again. Then after a little bit of a battle, goes back to that slider and finishes him off.
In now, Willie Bloomquist, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off for ball 1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Two out, nobody on. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Troy Tulowitzki would be next. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, that's a 2-out hit here in the 3rd inning. Maybe just a little something to get this guy out of his early comfort zone and put him into the stretch.
Troy Tulowitzki stands in for the 2nd time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
And now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
1-0 pitch on the way. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
2 out with the man at first. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. In the dirt here. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away.
It looked like a 2-strike curveball there. Behind the plate, you see him turn that glove over, go soft, try and make himself as large as he can, but this one manages to skip away, and it'll be a wild pitch.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Revere is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Chris Acho is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
Two and 1 after the foul ball there. De La Rosa steps into his windup. Here it is on 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bloomquist is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Ben Revere steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as our graphic will illustrate, in terms of team rankings, he's currently 2nd best on this Philly ball club in that department.
Yeah, he's a big producer offensively for this ball club. Definitely one of the guys they depend on to make things happen.
Ben Zobrist will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Runners on the move for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, it's still early, and no lead is ever safe when you've got more than half a ball game to go. But you have to wonder if maybe it might not be a bad idea to put up the red light with the lead where it is.
The 0-1 pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
No.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Now a spin and a throw back to second. Don't want to forget about him.
Keeping an eye on him.
Now a spin and another throw back to second. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Left side. Gloved by Arenado. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Maikel Franco digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
First offering on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Seven runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Galloping around third is Revere. And the run is in to score from second. It's 8-0.
And now that's already 8 runs they've pushed across the plate here in the first few innings. And I don't know what's gotten into these guys, but they've definitely had the bats working so far.
Brandon Jordan steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy. And it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
From the stretch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now a snap move over to first. And the runner will get back standing. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
One and one, here it comes. Down the third baseline. Arenado has it. He'll send it the short way to Utley at second, and that's that. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Phillies on top, 8-0. Number 20 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
For the Rockies, first baseman, number 20.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right there for strike 1. Tap foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Well, there's no question this guy's got to be in the running for the Cy Young this year. He makes quick work of this guy on 3 pitches. That was just too easy.
In is the second baseman, Chase Utley. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half, it's strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Well, right now he is just carving them up. Dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey. That's 7 strikeouts already. And he's made it look easy so far. Nick Hundley stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch on its way. And that's taken for strike 1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Well, that may have been a borderline call right there, but you know what? He's going to get those calls sometimes. He's a big-name pitcher out there, and that can certainly play into your favor. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Right side.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Still 8-0. Adrian Beltre heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Third baseman, Adrian Beltre.
And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. De La Rosa looks in. Here comes the first pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1.
You know, on May 15th, 2015, Adrian Beltre became the 52nd player in MLB history to hit 400 home runs. He's in some pretty remarkable company.
And he takes strike 2. And Beltre wisely lays off that one. 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready on 1-2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Swinging a soft liner. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 22, Darren Ruff.
Darren Ruff will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there, 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and two.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, they had to call on him a bit earlier than they would have liked, but all things considered, he's done a pretty nice job in long relief so far, just allowing the 1 earned run.
Salvador Perez will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. In there, strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Ooh, he might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Left field and deep. Bloomquist ranging back, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 13 for him on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting everything in sight.
The left fielder, number
Here's
30,
Brock Holt now.
Brock Holt.
As he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And when you see a guy rip one like this, one pitch after the previous guy left the yard, you know you're dealing with a pitcher whose mind is elsewhere. That'll snap you back to reality, though, pretty quick.
Standing in now, Chris Acho, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
2 out with the man at first. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 9 and the Rockies nothing. Number 12 will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And taken in out there for the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. Opposing batters have not been having a lot of fun against him. Pretty intimidating when you're facing a guy with an ERA like he's carrying around.
Dickerson.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. One out, nobody on. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Ground ball right side. Zobrist is able to get there on to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th.
The center fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
The windup and the 0-1. in there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Yeah, one pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Franco is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Boone Logan will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Ben Revere will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bloomquist waits on it. 1 out.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Now to the plate, Ben Zobrist. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he falls behind now. 2-0. Here it comes. 2-0. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. To 2-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. A full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Full count. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Here comes the payoff pitch. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. I mean, if he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Stepping in now, Maikel Franco. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Gonna be a tough play. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. Willie Bloomquist will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Very high, 2-1.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And the Rockies kick it into high gear to open the inning. It's a leadoff triple. So he's into third there with the leadoff triple, as the third baseman's going to come over now and discuss how they want to play things with the runner on third. And this is going to set up an interesting... Whoa. They were looking for the hidden ball trick there, and I'll tell you what, it just about worked. Troy Tulowitzki will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Runner at third here, nobody out. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. Here's the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. One and two. Here it comes. Another one sent foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Zobrist. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, a nice job right here to cash in following that leadoff triple. Infield's back, so he just makes sure to get one on the ground, and that's an easy RBI.
Nolan Arenado digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. You know, now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and That last one wasn't even close.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Zobrist is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Yeah, it's kind of been one of those days.
20.
There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Number 20 steps in now. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. 0-1 count and the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Hit hard to the right side. Zobrist with a dive. It's there, and he's out.
Oh, what a play.
3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Brandon Jordan will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Drilled on the ground to short. Tulowitzki is right there, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Number 29, Adrian Beltre.
Adrian Beltre will stand in now as we take you back to the very first inning as he got him going early. A grand slam right out of the gates. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
1 out, nobody on. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And Beltre wisely lays off that one, 1-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Since coming in the 6th, I mean, he's knocked down 5 in a row. It's giving him a real lift out there.
Darren Ruff will dig in. Took a called third strike his last time.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning continues.
The catcher, number 13.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Salvador Perez will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Hit hard to short. He'll send it the short way to Utley at second, and that's that. Phillies strand 1, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Chase Utley steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the seats, 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. Solo shot that time from Chase Utley, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
Well, these guys still have some work to do, but this is a good start. Leadoff home run, cuts 1 off the lead, but They're still going to need to manufacture a few more to get back in this ballgame.
The catcher,
Into the box now, Nick Hundley.
Hundley.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And, oh, looked like ball two below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Now batting.
And, you know,
Number 12.
he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Number 12 will dig in, 0 for 2 thus far. And the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only one walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now another 1-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Another 1-2 delivery. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Well, he's made 5 or 6 quality pitches in this inning, but he just made the one bad one. And you can bet that's the one he's going to remember when he gets back to the dugout. Good job here, though, because he bounced back to retire the next 2 guys that he faced.
Carlos Gonzalez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 5, Carlos Gonzalez.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you've put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. High and deep to straightaway right. Jordan ranging back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now a 9-2 ball game. Rex Brothers will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Rex Brothers.
Brock Holt will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
The left fielder, number 30, Brock Holt.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if he can't throw strikes.
Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired, one away.
Now batting.
And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Chris Acho gets an opportunity here for a fourth plate appearance this afternoon, and well, he's really earned it.
Well, he definitely has, Matt. I mean, he's been on point today and really held him at bay.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Blackmon going back. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
Center fielder, number 2.
Here's Ben Revere.
Ben Revere.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder is on the run, and he makes the catch for the second out.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. And we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
Ben Zobrist ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Down the line, but this is a foul ball. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Phillies get one in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 10 and the Rockies 2. Charlie Blackmon will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
The pitch. In there at the knees, strike one.
This guy's kind of walked a tightrope all game long. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to 50% of the hitters he's faced, and yet pitching a very good ball game.
Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game. The tail of the tape, not all that pretty so far. 10-2 our score as we meander toward a conclusion to this one. Willie Bloomquist tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see how he follows it up here.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Holt looks up. Gone! A solo shot here to left, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
Well, this has pretty well been an afternoon to forget so far, but at least he's going to get something positive to show from an individual standpoint. Maybe pad those stats a little bit as he gets a good pitch to hit here, and he really gears up on it.
Troy Tulowitzki will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
1 out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Franco has it. On to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here, 2 away.
The batter, number 28, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. High and deep to left center field. Revere looks up. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Nolan Arenado touches them all. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
And we'll see this a lot with teams down by a bunch of runs. The guy on the mound doesn't want to walk you, so he's going to throw you a lot of strikes. And he capitalizes on one here.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. In now, number 20, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. evens it up 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Now here's the pitch. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. 2 out, nobody on. Went up and out of the zone that time, but he gets a piece of it, and he'll see another pitch. Softly hit out to short. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here, as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. Ken Giles will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Ken Giles.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. In is the second baseman Chase Utley as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. A runner on first with 2 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Giles sets. 0-2 pitch on its way. Low with a fastball here. In the dirt even. It's ball 1. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. Phillies lead this one 10-4. John Axford will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
John Axford.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Franco. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game.
Franco.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And he misses low with it. 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. fly ball out toward right field. Right fielder has a beat on it. He's got it one away.
Up next for Philadelphia, right fielder, Brandon Jordan.
Brandon Jordan stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set, and the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Here's the 0-1. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Now the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, this has been a good start to an inning, but it's coming far too late to have any hope of salvaging things. And you can bet that guy there will have a word or 2 to say to his staff after this one's done.
Adrian Beltre strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Here it comes, 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a hot shot toward third, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Beltre around first. He'll head for second here. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Now batting.
Oh, nice job there. His second hit of the game. And he's going to keep moving up that all-time doubles list as he picks up another one right here.
Darren Ruff will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. That's in there. Base hit. Here comes Beltre around third. And a relay to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Posed.
1 left for Philadelphia. They're up comfortably, however. It's 10-4. striding in to start the ninth, Nick Hundley, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Giles is ready and delivers. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. Oh, good spot on the black for strike two.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Boy, he just dominated that at-bat right there. You want to see a power pitcher go right through a guy? This is a three-pitch see you later right here. Have a seat.
Into the box, number 12, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. One out, nobody on. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And he struck him out, and there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Hard to do much better than this. I mean, here are the only 3 batters he's faced since coming on. Strikeout, strikeout, and strikeout. Boy, that is flat dealing there.
Michael McHenry will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
McHenry.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
And there's a swing and a miss, so the Rockies find themselves down to their final strike now.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, a smart pitch there. If you've got him to reach for it 0-1, maybe he'll do it again 0-2.
And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Charlie Blackmon would be next. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, I think this one was pretty much over before it started. That huge first inning rally put this one out of reach right from the get-go.
And the big bat for the Phillies this afternoon belonged to this fella, Adrian Beltre. Picture perfect there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.